All right. Um, One of the very basic and fundamental concept in the world is fear. Like whatever that's going to prevent you from doing things is fear. But what is fear? Well, in the world of personalities, like behavioral science, there are different criteria that are playing vital roles in your life. So some of them are going to help you to become who you are, and some of them are going to prevent you from disasters in life, which we call them personal fears. Well, personal fears are kind of like custom only for you to fear from some particular things in the world. Because in your previous generation, maybe your grandpa was afraid of something which, if he didn't really care about, he could have get him killed. And now think about 10 previous generation. They had their own fears, and they're kind of like coded in your genetics. Now you're carrying them with you, and they're playing a role in your life, preventing you from getting into troubles. Well, the thing is that our fears are not real, because we never thought about them. Just take 1 second for yourself and think, why do you fear the things that you already know you do? Just think about it. For instance, I don't know, I fear if I say this word to, for instance, Jack, he's gonna become upset. But in reality, if I literally say that word, nothing gonna happen. If Jack is gonna become upset, for instance, I don't know, John will never become upset because of that word, because of their own personalities. So you fear something. You're afraid of doing one thing, and that thing is not gonna do any particular role in your life. That's never gonna do anything. So, what do we do? The very first step to become an adult in your life is to face your fears and to embrace your fears. And when we face our fears, what should we do? We should actually, confront with them and understand them and going towards them. Embrace them. Hug your fears, live with your fears. Do not try to step away, but go towards them. That's a very, scary approach to some people, but reality is not like that. The other day I was talking to my sister, and she was telling me I'm afraid of number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these are all my fears. And I told her, do them all. Like whatever you're afraid of, just do it. Just do it and see the result. Most of the time, actually, our fears are going to prevent us from doing things. But in 21st century, life is in different format. The things that already we have in our genetic as our fears are not going to apply it to today's life. Actually, if you do them, nothing going to happen. The world has changed. You can change. So if you actually do whatever you want, nothing bad going to happen. Nothing going to happen that it's going to kill you. So basically, whatever you're afraid of, if you go towards it, and if you just do the things you're afraid of, you will see the result will be nothing special. It's going to be nothing, neutral. So I'm not saying that you have to do something that is out of logic. For instance, somebody is afraid of heights, so you have to jump from a cliff. No, don't do that. It's going to get you killed. But you're afraid of wearing some particular clothes in the public, do it. For instance, I'm just saying, we go for simple examples. For instance, you love somebody and you're afraid if you just tell them that you love them, you're going to lose them. So say it. Say it. Go in front of them. Just don't think about anything in particular and say, I love you, for instance. See what's going to happen. Worst case scenario, she's going to walk away, he's going to walk away, but best case scenario, they're gonna accept you. And most of the case, if you don't say I love you, you're gonna stay in your, dilemma, in your limbo, just thinking, should I say it? Shouldn't I say it? And you have to spend a lot of time with them not saying what you have to say, and you're gonna face a lot of different things rather than losing them. So I think losing them gonna be a good choice. So whatever your fears are, they're not real. They're not real. So you can actually get into your fear section and choose them one by one and do them one by one. Do not afraid of doing anything. That's gonna just push you towards adulthood, because whatever that you're gonna do, you have a lifestyle, you have a model for yourself. You're gonna stick to it. You're gonna just improve it. And there's some things to prevent you from doing important stuff. When we were talking about fears, fears are going to prevent you from doing specific things, but that's not the case. You not doing things you like is the case, and that's very bad. Sometimes your fears are just like very simple things that you don't like to do, and they're totally okay. But when you're not confronting with your fears, when you're not embracing your fears, there will be time in your life that you're going to do something very important, and you start afraid of doing that particular thing. But if you tried many times in your life doing whatever you don't like to do, and you see the result, it's going to become a neutral thing to you. You're not going to be afraid of anything in your life, and you say, all right, this is going to be some sort of mental thing with me that I don't like to do, but I did this kind of things before in my life, and the result was nothing scary, so I'm going to do it. So most of the time in your life, things are going to happen in the future, in your future, and based on your behavior, you don't want to do them, but because you actually practice a lot of those confrontation before, you're going to do them, and that is the time that you're going to see the reward. Reward will be as big as you never going to imagine. So this is a very important thing. And sake of joking a bit, do it with the people that you like to be with, like your dates, like people that you like to be in a relationship with them. Do not afraid of anything. Just gain your confidence, go in front of them, tell them I like to be with you. That's it. Like, very straightforward. Actually, that's one of my fears in life, that I don't like to communicate with people. That's one of the things that I think if I go out there and if I communicate in a very straightforward, that's going to be a disaster. But I just overcome that fear, and now if I like somebody, I just go in front of them and I just going to say it, because what's going to happen? They're going to reject you. That's fine. I'm going to get used to it. That's not a very bad thing after all. I mean, it's like you're going to need a bit of that rejection feeling in your life as well. So you're going to just, have it in that way. And the reward is the time that you actually going to go in front of a person you like very much, and you say it, and they say yes. So you have your reward, then. All right. Hope you actually do it. Hope you actually think about your fears. Hope you actually dig deeper into your fears, and hope you're gonna just love them after all. Thank you.